Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys for tuning in to Artsy Crafts with Maria Loohoo here. Okay, so you guys might be wondering why I am all decked out in my holiday attire. I know, we're all grown here, right? I know, we have a certain image to uphold. But come on, folks! Christmas only happens one time a year. So I say, get rid of all of the stress, get rid of all of the anxiety, and throw it away. That's right, folks, because there comes a time where you have to take a stand. I say, fight for your right to be happy. And I say, vote for Maria Young. Okay, well, not actually, but you guys catch the hint. Okay, so let's talk about my favorite holiday movie. That's right, you guessed it, The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Why? Because it was awesome, fabulistic, and it also was the bomb, diggity bomb, diggity bomb, diggity bomb. Or like Ben Stiller would say, bomb, ba ba bomb, bomb, bomb. And why did I love the movie so much? Great concept. Where are you, Christmas? Awesome theme. Why can't I find you? And wonderful, uplifting message. Why have you gone away? Well, it hasn't gone anywhere. It's always been here. But it's all about your perspective and how you see it. Sometimes we get so busy with everything that's going on, all the hustle and bustle, and we forget to really recognize what this holiday season is all about. So live, love, laugh, and enjoy this Christmas season. And party like it's Christmas time. Because it is. And with that being said, let's get the party started right. Right. Let's get the party started quickly, right? Right. But seriously, folks, let's get the party started. Okay, folks, so what we're going to be doing today is really the Grinch Inspired, or Whoville Inspired, because they took a concept and they added a little twist. That's what we're going to do, is take the simple concept of making something homemade, knowing that it does not need to look homely, because we are going to add a little twist to it. So the materials that we'll be using today will be these snowflakes that I've cut out. And if you guys don't know how to make these types of snowflakes, make sure you go ahead and watch my other episode, which really gives in detail description of how to make these kinds of snowflakes. Also, what we will be using is jingle bells, ornamental Christmas balls, and poinsettias. We also have cut out little spiral designs as well, and we're going to show you how to incorporate that in all of our decorations. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, so for the first project that we're going to start on is our hanging mobile, which is really versatile. As you can see, I have it decorating my candle holder, but again, this is really actually a mobile. And all I did was took our spiral design and I made a little ring. And in this ring, I went ahead and attached all of the spiral designs along with the snowflakes that have been taped onto the spiral design and made this mobile. Now, what you would have to do is punch holes in them, attach perhaps a ribbon or a string, and then you can actually dangle them off of either your lighting fixture or anywhere that has room for all of these spirally shapes to dangle off of, like this. Oh, wow. What do you think, folks? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cut out the spiral shape. And that is your simple spiral shape. Now, of course, make sure you have enough room because you're actually going to cut this twice. You're going to make 2 spiral shapes in this one, and I'll show you how. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Now, you don't have to worry about being so precise. I mean, if it's a little bit crooked, don't worry about it. When it hangs down, you won't even notice, and in actual reality, I think it adds character. So here I am, cutting the spiral shape. Here I am. Okay, there you go. So that's cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a second cut, and it's just going to cut in the middle. So it's going to be slimmer, plus you get 2 in this one. So let's see if I could do it like this and still show you. Okay. See, I just try to keep it right in the middle. Now try not to get too close or make it to where it's too small, because you might accidentally cut it in half. Okay, so here's one of the spiral shapes. The other one is still on the piece of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out now. Okay, so that's the second spiral shape. Second spiral shape is a little bit smaller, but it's all good. Actually, I cut this in half and I didn't want to, but it's all good. Okay, so what you'll find is it gives you quite an interesting shape. Of course, this is the smaller one. Accidentally cut it in 2, but it's supposed to be 1, but that's fine. We're just going to tape it all together anyways. And this is actually the way it should have came out, where they're actually connected. And then all I do from here, I don't fold it here because a lot of times they'll close together. So where this little arrow thing is at, I'll fold it a little bit above it, so then you have a layered spiral shape like that. And then of course all I would do then is kind of pinch it at the top, and then I would add more to it. However big I want to, I'll add more spirals. But this is the first one. So after that, I'll take this ring, and in this ring you'll see that one of the sides actually open up. And you can just stick this in there, and I actually tape it, but I'm just going to show you right now how it would look. And I would just tape that, and then I would go all the way around and insert and tape all of the spirals. And also after that, I've made miniature snowflakes, and I'll just tape them. And I find that when you tape them, they will actually weigh it down, and you'll start seeing more of the spiral shape. So that's it, folks, for the mobile. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show you is how to make snowflake flowers. Okay, so you would make the snowflake just as I showed you in my other episode. But the only difference is we are not going to do the center part, or where that point used to be, which would have looked like this. So where this point is, we have a cutoff point right here where we don't cut anything further. And that's going to leave you that space. And the reason why we don't cut anything in the center is because that's where you're going to really crunch it up. And if you have a lot of shapes in there, it's really going to damage your snowflake. So we just don't cut out the center part. As you can see, I did that with all of them. And how I did this is I start with the largest, then a smaller snowflake, and then a even smaller snowflake, which is going to go in the center. So we start off with the largest snowflake that we have, and we go ahead and just kind of crunch it up in the center. Okay? And see, that's why you wouldn't cut out that center piece, because you really don't need any decoration there. And then afterwards, we're going to take the smaller one, and we're going to crunch that up as well. Actually, let's do this again because I didn't crunch this up too well. Here you go. Okay? I'm crunching this up. I'm taking that other one, also crunching that up together as well. Now you're starting to see it's looking like a flower. And then I'm going to take the smallest one, and I'm also going to crunch that up as well. Okay? And then in the back, what I'm doing is I'm kind of pinching it together. And you can take a wire or you can take a string and kind of close that up, or a piece of tape. And now the hardest part about this is you're just really going to have to maneuver and move around these, what now are petals of your snowflake blossom, to make it in the shape that you want it. And here it is. That easy. And of course, if you add streamers onto it, or the spiral shape, it would look something like this. This would be good to hang on the chair or in the walls, or a corner of the walls. Also on candle holders, or maybe even your centerpieces. And you can actually make as many of these snowflake flowers as you want to, and then bunch them together. You can even make it into like a round ball, and then have a string in the middle and have it dangling down. So that is how you would make your snowflake flower. Welcome, you have now made it to the bonus round. Okay, this is bonus. This is a freebie. What I decided to do, because on my next episode I'm doing something very wild, very crazy. It is actually very Whoville inspired, so you guys better stay tuned for that. So I needed a certain type of colored paper and I couldn't find it. So what I decided to do is make my own. Now the way I did that is I took spray paint and I simply sprayed it. That easy. Now of course you're going to have to give it time to dry, and that's probably the hardest part of it, not touching it or moving it around and putting it in a clear area where it doesn't have anything blow on it. But you know, it's really quite simple. And what I did here is I took two colors. So this is actually two-tone, kind of has a tie-dye effect to it. It has like a magenta, pink, and also a purple in this. I don't know if it's really showing too well, but anyways. So what I decided to do is I decided to go ahead and make some snowflakes also. And I also made a snowflake flower using my homemade colored paper. Okay, so you can also do that if you want to, of course, color coordinate to a certain party or a theme. You can have whatever color you want. Just get the spray paint and paint it. Now I also did the same thing with a spiral shape. And you can see the teeny weeny snowflakes right there that I've attached. And if you put these two together, it looks like this. Ah, so pretty. I feel like a flower snow queen. Okay, so what I also did now was I decided to use black. I know you don't often kind of associate black or the color black with Christmas, but now I'm seeing it more often, you know, the zebra kind of pattern in a lot of the Christmas ornaments, so definitely it's starting to get more recognition. I decided to make a black snowflake and also add the spiral shape design. And I don't know if you can see this all, but oh my gosh, it came out like totally awesome. I love it. Now, if you can imagine having perhaps a zebra colored paper along with this, oh my gosh, it would be so modern. It would be so contemporary. Again, awesome. And like I said, you don't have to stick with the white theme. You can do whatever color you want, and there are many uses for this. Okay, so now I want to show you an actual display using the spiral shapes and also the snowflake designs. Now, as you can see here, you can see the miniature snowflakes that have been taped onto the spiral shapes. And actually they look like they're cascading down from that poinsettia flower. And in this vase, I actually took smaller red ornamental balls, and I also put these silver balls in there and just filled it to the brim. And then I've also added some jingle bells at the bottom base. And as you can see here, this is actually a jingle bell ball. And I also have that on my other episode where I show you how to make personalized balls. So if you didn't see that, also check that out as well. But this is the finished display. Very simple, but very stunning, just beautiful. And here's another simple decorating idea. As you can see here, I used a crystal bowl, and inside that bowl I've just added some red and gold balls. If you look further in, you can see the jingle bells and also the miniature red balls. And I've added a poinsettia and also some miniature snowflakes into that arrangement. And to the side, you're going to see this wine glass. And this wine glass actually just has ribbon, also a silver ball and the miniature balls, and that spiral shape that cascades down with a snowflake. Nice little touch on that as well. And at the bottom, of course, I've just added that snowflake flower design. Nice little touch. Last but not least, this is our candle holder that we put our cutout decorations on. And it's actually just spiraling down, cascading with snowflakes on this candle holder. Now again, this is actually my mobil that was turned upside down, but you can use it either way. You can have it hanging from the ceiling or perhaps from your lights, and it'll stream down. And this is very beautiful because when the wind blows, you can see it kind of just flowing. And this gives you the illusion that it's snowing. It's just cascading and flowing down. Okay, folks, I thank you guys so much for tuning in to Artsy Crafts with Maria Lou. Now, this is actually a part of the 12 Days of Christmas series, of course, composed of 12 episodes of Artsy Crafts with me. And I hope you guys really stay tuned because I'm sharing some exciting, phenomenal ideas with you for the holiday season. Also, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Picture Maria 1. Again, I thank you so much to all of my happy crafters out there. Be inspired. Live, love, laugh, and enjoy the holiday seasons. It only comes once a year. This is your time to shine. Thank you so much.